Okay, y'all. This is like my first testimony ever, so like be nice to me. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Anagha. I originally got involved with university because I happened to stumble upon the back to school barbecue that y'all were having a couple of years ago, and someone invited me to come get chips and hot dogs. And that was happened to be the same day that I was super devastated about failing the class in nursing school and having to delay my graduation by an entire year. That was like the end of the world for me. But instead of giving up, I took a leap of faith and attended a Bible study somewhat consistently, something that I had never really committed to do. Over time, that commitment grew, and I stepped in the role of apprentice and eventually a leader. And throughout this journey, I experienced countless interactions from staff, leaders, and friends who prayed for me, listened to my story, and showed me Jesus' love. When I went to university's fall conference for the first time in my life, I learned that my worth in God's love was not based on academics, achievements, or even friendships. God's love was constant, and that changed my life. And that's when I decided to follow God with all my heart. But being a Christian hasn't been easy. I came back from Falcon on a spiritual high, so excited to chase after Jesus with everything in me. But the people I was most excited to tell, my family, were the people that I could not. So I started sneaking out of my house to go to church, pretending to be studying in the epicenter on Thursdays to avoid telling my parents that I was at a Bible study, and even carrying my Bible with me in my car because it was not welcome in my house. But throughout this journey of being a Christian, God has grown more in me than I could have ever imagined. Because when you aren't able to tell your loved ones about your faith, it becomes increasingly important to show it through your words, actions, and demeanors. I wanted my parents to notice that there was something different about me, even if they couldn't pinpoint that it was from Jesus. The most important thing I learned was to never take any of it for granted. Going to church, being in an amazing faith community, and having friends that bring me closer to Jesus every single day. So my encouragement to you all is this: never lose the wonder of his presence. Show up for yourself, show up for community, and show up for God. Don't let it become routine. Don't let it become something that you do out of habit and forget why you started, because there are people out there who would give anything to have what we have, to walk freely into a room full of people who love Jesus, to open a Bible without hiding it, to say his name out loud without fear. That is a gift, and it is absolutely worth showing up.